Hello big dreamers, yo lady Vitamin Katie is here. Today I'm going over my top 5 confidence building tips for today and every day in 2020. Yes, as a registered dietitian, I freaking love helping people accomplish their health and fitness goals. However, I really help people a lot. A lot of people come to me, they're like, Katie, I want to feel confident. I want to be confident in my health. I want to be confident in a plant-based diet. And as far as flexing this confidence muscle, yes, of course, we're gonna feel and be so confident after we accomplish these big goals. However, it's important to practice feeling and being confident every single step of the way of our health and fitness journey, okay? So I'm going to give you my top 5 tips, top 5 things that I really work with my clients on. Are you ready for this? Number 1, set small goals. Like, say you're gonna do something and then do it, okay? So this is so important. Like, why do they say it's important to make your bed? I used to be like, oh, screw that, I'm not gonna make my bed, I'm not gonna whatever, and I was a flake. And I'm still working on myself, don't get me wrong, but how crappy does it feel when you let someone down, and when you let yourself down, when you say, oh yeah, I'm gonna meditate every day, and then it doesn't happen, or you say you're gonna do this and then it doesn't happen, and then over time you just feel so discouraged, so down on yourself, so crappy that you're like, wow, there's nothing, I can't do anything. Like, I want to make a huge difference in the world and I can't even make my bed, like I can't even do these small things. So it's so important to chunk it down, do something that is totally realistic for you, achievable for you, that you know you can freaking do it. Like 4 days this week, meditate for 2 minutes, sit down and think about things they're grateful for 2 minutes. Can you do that for 4 days this week? So really something small, something achievable, and then once you do that, then slowly adding on things and commitments to make. And how awesome does that feel when you do something, you're like, hell yeah, I did it, I made this happen for myself. And start small. This is just like going to the gym. You don't want to just go to the gym and instantly put on the heavy weights and then not be able to do anything. You got to start off with the light weights. So start off with the small commitments, and when you say you're gonna do it, freaking stick to it, okay? That's number 1, building your confidence. And number 2 kind of ties into number 1, because we have a fear around making these commitments, right? So this goes into fear. Maybe, is it possible that what you're afraid of, doing that thing that you're most afraid of, is it possible that will set you free? For me, in my past, I was very afraid of gaining weight. I was underweight and I was afraid of getting quote-unquote fat. I thought that gaining weight would make me ugly and not worthy, and I just really based my value on my size and on my weight. So it was terrifying to me to think that I needed to gain weight, and I did not want to gain weight. And it's crazy how liberating and freeing it was, realizing like, wow, A, nobody cares about my weight. B, it's like, it's not anything that is holding me back in this life. Like, what is it that we're afraid of, and is it possible that leaning into that will set us free? And whether you need to gain weight or lose weight, making that commitment to lose weight, is that scary for you? Is that uncomfortable for you? Gaining weight, is that scary for you? And having that fear around it, I think that's holding us back from truly being liberated and free in this life, and being able to get excited about other things and focus on other things that are way more important. So in making a commitment to, whether it be gain weight or lose weight or whatever your commitment is, let's notice the fear around it. Our minds like to protect us, and our primitive minds create stories as to like make us stay in our comfort zone. It's really crazy how this happens. I feel like our primitive minds want to keep us so safe and comfortable. So let's recognize, what is it that we're really afraid of? Are you afraid of failure? Are you afraid that if you make a commitment to yourself to lose weight and then you'll fail and then you'll be hard on yourself? Like, what is the real fear here? Because when we fail, that doesn't bring us any worse off than where we were when we started, does it? No, if anything, we'll probably learn a lot and be able to try again next time with more experience and with more knowing of what challenges might come up to overcome them better next time. Like, failure is not something to be afraid of. It's something that, yeah, it happens and it sucks, but it's like, oh wow, okay, cool, like, let's get back up and try again. It's not something that is going to kill us like our primitive mind thinks. So what is the possibility of what's the best that could happen? What is the best possible outcome? Instead of thinking of what's the worst that could happen, let's focus on what is the best that could happen. Number 3, this is going into what ways of being does confidence look like? So maybe you think that you need to lose X, Y, and Z pounds, you need to fit in X, Y, and Z dress size for you to be confident. When in reality, it doesn't matter if you're a supermodel, an actress, or whatever, people feel insecure, people get insecure. Everybody does. Does that prevent them from going on stage? Does that prevent them from saying hi to that cute guy? No, it doesn't. So it's important to think about what ways of being am I being right now that are not in alignment with the confident way of being that I really want to be. So maybe a guy that you think is really cute is walking towards you on the sidewalk and you really want to say hi, but in your heart you're like, I'm so uncomfortable, I don't feel like I'm beautiful enough, this is just like awkward and uncomfortable, and I don't, and so you just don't even look up, you just look down. That way of being is definitely not confident, right? However, you can feel all of that feeling going on, I feel uncomfortable, this is scary, oh my god, and you can still step up to the plate and take action as to being confident. You could still be like, hello, how are you? You could still say hi, how are you? Even when your palms are sweaty and you feel like sick to your stomach, you could still look up, wave, and say, hi, how's it going? Am I right? Yes, I'm right. You can be confident. So right now, take out a piece of paper, write down what ways of being does confident look like. Does a confident person wave and say hi first? Do they, I don't know, show up at a party and give everybody hugs instantly? Like, what are examples of being confident that you can think of? And then think about what ways of being are you being that are not in alignment with that. So make that list and then be like, okay, I'm gonna take these actions, I'm gonna make this happen, and do that for yourself. Notice that your internal state of fear, of anxiety, of discomfort does not control you being confident. You can still be confident no matter how uncomfortable you feel. I am right, okay? A confident person, doesn't matter what size they are, will throw on that bathing suit and go swimming and go have fun and go laugh and play and be confident no matter how uncomfortable they feel. You can still be confident. And when you focus on that, you'll be so surprised at how much fun you're able to have when you really relentlessly be confident, okay? Number 4, you're gonna die. Okay, I just listened to the Lewis Howes podcast and he was saying he had this application that reminded him 5 times a day that he is going to die. And I freaking love this. At first I was like, that's morbid and effed up, but then I thought about it and I was like, oh my gosh, if I was reminded 5 times a day that I was gonna die, I would be getting on this video camera 5 times a day. I would be reaching out to so many dudes. I would be like, I would be giving so many people so much more love, because in reality, like, we're gonna die. And I know, speaking for myself, I feel like I procrastinate a lot. We all do this, come on. We all procrastinate. We all don't fully show up how we want to show up. Maybe there's like something that we've always wanted to do or something. Like, if you really were reminded, oh my gosh, you could die tomorrow, you could die in a couple hours, nobody knows, you're going to die. So let's make this moment count. Let's make this life count. This is a precious freaking magical existence that we get to have. Like, you're gonna die, your loved ones are gonna die, so go send them a text right now, tell them how much you love them. Like, go do that thing you've always wanted to do. What is it? Like, you're gonna die anyway, so go do it. And number 5, pride journaling, brag book. So every single one of my clients, I recommend that they journal, and yeah, I hold them accountable. I send them a journal. Anyways, I make sure that they write down 10 things every single day to be acknowledging themselves for, that they're proud of, to brag about. So this can be something as small as, I got out of bed today. And it can be something as big as, I PR'd on my squat, like I did 5 pull-ups, I ran a marathon, like whatever it is. 10 things. I made my bed, I meal prepped, I went grocery shopping. This is such an important practice for building confidence, because when we think about, if you're not doing this practice, I know personally my mind would go down this path of all of the things that I'm not doing right. Oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I suck at this, I suck at that, and then it just makes me feel so insecure and ashamed of myself and like I'm never gonna be good enough. But if we are every single day finding and looking for evidence to brag about, to be proud of, if our mind is being primed to look for those things, it'll be like, hell yeah, I made my bed, I'm awesome. Like, that builds confidence, and over time, if you keep going with this pride journal, with this brag book, you're gonna be like, wow, you know, I'm actually okay. I actually do some things. So, and this actually ties back into number one. When you say you're gonna do something, you're going to do it. So don't just think about doing a pride journal and not do it. Really make an intention. Okay, every day I'm gonna write down, for the next week, I'm gonna write down 10 things that I'm proud of myself for doing. It doesn't work if you just think about doing it. You really do have to actually do it every single day. And once you stick to that, also you'll build even more confidence, because you will prove to yourself that you've done something that you said you were going to do. With that, I also am so excited to announce that I am doing a 5-day challenge for my vegan women out there who are looking to get fit and commit to something for 5 days. Absolutely free, a private Facebook community including simple, stress-reducing, low-intensity, low-impact muscle conditioning. So that's going to help my ladies out there balance their hormones and build muscle, which helps to ramp up our metabolism, which does shred fat and increase muscle mass so that we're feeling toned and amazing and decrease stress and our absolute best. This private Facebook group 5-day challenge will also include simple, personalized meal plans, as well as one-on-one coaching accountability with me, and of course a community of other wonderful women looking to accomplish some goals and feel absolutely so confident in 2020. And I always am posting about and sharing about and holding you accountable for these mindset practices, because knowledge is not power, knowledge is potential power. It's so important to have accountability to make our mindset, like setting that intention for being motivated. Like, how are you going to be motivated for the rest of the year? Like, this is going to be a wonderful challenge for you to get your feet wet and committing to something and getting you on track for the year. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment down below, send me a message on Instagram at vitamin.katie, and I am so excited. I would absolutely love to have you in there. So yeah, let me know what questions you have. I hope you got a lot out of this video. I hope you are able to step into your most confident self. I know I'm gonna be doing these practices as well, you and me together. So let's get after it. I can't wait to see you in the private Facebook group community in 2020, starting January 6th. And let's go. I don't know what that was. Peace.